What up, world? Back again. It is the Country Rap Report. Yours truly, Vic Excel.
What up, y'all? It's Spank.
All right, man. Before we get into it, everybody, please take one moment of your time, and it'll be a moment well worth it, and go visit www.countryrapreport.com. Am I one of the few people in the world who still uses all the W's?
You and everybody that's 45 and older. I still do it.
That wasn't the answer I expected, but okay.
I still do it, fam. No.
All right, man, let's get into it, man. First of all, if you don't know now, you're going to know. You're about to know. What we do is we give you videos. We review those videos from our personal, opinionated perspectives, both of us having combined over 30, 40 years in this thing called the music industry. All right, we're trying to shed light on the genre, but we're also trying to bring forth some expertise and organization to the genre of country rap music. So here we go. First video up. Sik World. Never heard this gentleman ever in a day of my goddamn life. But this is Sik World. And the name of this joint is They Don't Even Know. Okay? I'm going to start out by saying, you know what? I didn't know what to expect by this name. Okay?
Okay.
When I hear the word, your name and world, I automatically start thinking emo rap and Juice WRLD.
Okay.
So that was my first initial thought when I seen Sik World. I felt like I was going to get a Juice WRLD type of flow. Well, obviously this gentleman is way more popular than I expected because, number one, before I even get to the video on the song, my man has a blue jack and over 138,000 followers. So I don't know what the hell rock I've been sleeping on, but I've been asleep. Okay? Now, they don't even know. I went into it with no type of expectation because I never heard of him, so I didn't know what to expect. But what I did get was a clean video. The video was clean. Lyrically, he didn't jump through not one hoop, but he stayed on course to what he was doing. Now, I did get that emo feel. I did expect. I got that kind of emo-ish feel. I got that Hollywood Hills feel, but I also got a country boy feel in there as well. I thought it was a cool record. It wasn't the highest thing on my list, but it's definitely not the lowest thing on my totem pole. It was cool, but I liked the video, and I really liked the fashion in the video. You know, so, and I liked the message, what he displayed when it came to, you know, what he was talking about. Great mixture of rapping and singing. I can get with it. I have nothing negative to say.
Okay, I'm not mad at the video. Well, actually, it's very few negative I have to say about this whole thing. Well, and the fashion in the video might have something to do with the budget. Like, I don't know who he is, because this is my first time ever hearing him too. But when I watched this with my wife, and she was like, "Oh, this that dude from Teen Mom," and I was like, "Who, the dude rapping?" She's like, "No, that dude." So the co-star in here has a celebrity history. So he's been on television. So I'm assuming that the other guy got a little money too. So there's a little budget behind them. That's what I'm gonna assume. So since both of them are quote unquote stars, and based off of the numbers that the dude is doing, maybe he's been on TV too. I don't know. This is my first time ever hearing him. And you said that he didn't jump through not one hoop. I'm gonna pull back and probably say that that's a little bit. It's accurate because he was not bar heavy, but he stayed on topic. He gave you a themed song, and that in itself is probably a little bit more difficult to all of these lyricals and throwing out metaphors and all this other shit. The topic was, again, it seems to be the consensus of this generation, but the depression and anxiety, and we're gonna talk about this again in this same review episode. Seems to be out there pretty heavy these days, and I don't understand that. Being someone who has always been self-motivated, so that troubles me because this guy it's not like he's not easy on the eyes. Like, bro, what the fuck are you this depressed about? Where's your anxiety level? But again, I don't want to judge. because my perspective is on the outside, and whatever he's dealing with internally, he might not know how to deal with it. So, and this is not just for him, this is other people that are dealing with the topic that he's talking about. So when he's in the car and he's breaking down and he's, in tears, or he's just at an event and he's just not feeling it, like I've been there myself plenty of times, but if he needs to separate himself to just refocus, like I get all of that. And I'm trying to be apathetic and sympathetic at the same time. And the way that he conveyed it, I felt for him. And the video depicted it perfectly. So whoever shot this was definitely on point with that part. I'm just glad it didn't end with the way that it was going in the video. And what I would like to have seen at the end of this video, I will also talk about when we did it, when we do our other on the same topic in this episode. But I like the work. Hopefully all of this stuff isn't this emo and this far left emotional. Hopefully there's some other upbeat or other off-topic type stuff that we can look forward to hearing from Sik World 4. I'm a fan. I'm definitely not turned off by him, by what he presented. What he presented was a good representation of him, a good song, damn good song, great visual. There's nothing negative you can say about this one.
Yeah, I mean, and again, he definitely has a fan base. People know he's from Temple, Arizona. And okay. I think we're late to the party when it comes to Sik World, because he released the album in 2017, released the album in 2019. Yeah, we're late to the party. But it seems like he's had years of bouts of anxiety and depression. And that's very, very, very prevalent in the country rap genre.
And it's not just country rap. It's this generation. It's our kids' generation and a little bit older. These millennials, I don't understand. What are y'all so depressed about? But we all need to be talking. Until you talk and you are expressing what it is that you're having issues with, then you're just going to internalize that shit. And if you don't know how to deal with it as you're internalizing it, it could lead you down a really, really dark and tragic path. So please, whoever is dealing with this, start communicating with whoever it is. You can inbox me if you need to. I'm okay with that. I don't want anybody to be doing anything that they feel like it's just going to take them off of this planet, because they don't feel like they can't handle the pressures that the world is giving them. And there's some mean people out there, so they will be doing shit to you deliberately, just for spite or just because they can. So I apologize on their behalf, but this record hit because I used to be in this pocket at one point in my life. So when I heard this, I felt it, and I felt it to a level, which is why I don't like covering this type, because it takes me back to where I don't want to ever go again. Emotionally, spiritually, mentally, none of that spectrum. But I came out of it. There's some people that never came out of it. There's some people that felt like their only way out of it was to leave this planet. It's hard for me to try to fathom the thinking going through today, because I came out of it. So I understand it. I just hope that people, and there's a lot of people out there that are military, are dealing with this type of shit, and it's on a very internal basis. They don't know how to cope, and the shit, it bothers me, bro. I can't really think about this in a positive way, because I'm trying to figure out for them how they can get out of it mentally first and then emotionally second. And it saddens me that they're in that state, because I've been there.
Well, I definitely understand. Every time we talk about records that deal with this subject matter, I can tell it affects you.
Yeah, fam.
And
and we finna get another review in this same episode that hits even more so, and his visual is better. And I'm glad they're both in the same episode, because you can see the spectrum. You can see somebody that is dealing with it and how they dealt with it. Whatever he was dealing with at that event, he just left. But he had the opportunity to deal with it. His friend asked him, "Were you good?" And at that moment, you should have expressed what you were dealing with, and hopefully your friend can talk you out of it. But instead, he left, got in the car, and internalized all of that stuff and started crying. to the point to where he had to park and get out and was that frustrated. Been there. Don't internalize all of this stuff, y'all. You got to talk it out. You can't just talk to God, because God ain't finna talk back, not in a direct way. You need somebody to give you words back, and you need to do that with somebody that actually gives a shit about you. And there's plenty of people on this planet that do. So stop internalizing it. It starts there. Start communicating with whoever is around you that gives a damn. If they're not around you, at the end of this episode, I will give you some numbers that you can call and or text so that you can vocalize this stuff and not continue to keep internalizing. Because most of us know how to deal with shit as we internalize it, because it stacks on top of each other. And when you keep stacking pressure on top of pressure on top of pressure, eventually that shit's going to blow. And when it does blow, it never blows in a positive way. It happens in two ways. It blows up internally to where you're just like, fuck it, I'm done. Or there has to be some sort of self-realization that this is too much pressure for me. I need to let this out. So now you start letting it out slowly by communicating with somebody, or you just go to the whole other extreme to where, you know what, I don't want to deal with this no more. I'm done. And that I don't want anybody to have to go through thinking about those type of things.
Well, bro, I can deal. I've dealt with mild bouts of depression and anxiety, but never to the level of a lot of people that I've encountered and that I know about. So even from my perspective, what I thought was major, when I started meeting other people that dealt with certain things, I realized that mine wasn't even scratching the surface. And I totally feel like everyone, find someone to talk to, find someone to confide in, talk to, but be honest with you. Call a hotline.
Yes.
Just get help, because I don't want to see anyone hurting themselves or hurting anyone because, they can't deal with what they're dealing with when it comes to depression and anxiety. Okay. All right, next up,
Great.
We're gonna stay on this subject matter a little bit. Is a guy who has to be one of the hardest working men in the game, Mr. Tom MacDonald. He's at it again. It's almost like he drops a video every week. And the name of this joint is Withdrawals. And this record is about the title, Withdrawals. Now, there's different forms of withdrawals. Now, he's speaking on medicating. He's speaking on anxiety. He's speaking on depression. He's speaking on everything. He's running the gamut when it comes to this subject matter and these issues when it comes to everyday life. Now, I really like the way he shot the video, and within itself, the video tells a story. But Tom MacDonald and his wife Nova, I got to shout out Nova. They're definitely right in pocket when it comes to appeasing their fan base, as well as being able to obtain new fans, because he's always touching on the subject matter that seems to be poised to shape the nation right now.
Agreed.
Lyrically, again, for me, I've never heard.
I can't watch this.
I've never heard of big white bars. Now, this song will definitely emotionally take you somewhere else if you delve and understand with what he's talking about. And guess what? If you turn the volume down and watch the video, you still get it. You still get it. Now, Tom MacDonald gives us that, as I call it, that mountain ride, where he goes up and he comes down and he goes up and he comes down. And I've always felt like that was reminiscent of Eminem, because we had that only in Eminem other than Tom MacDonald, really. But again, man, I think this is a good video, good song. Just Tom MacDonald continuing to be great.
This is probably where Tom excels more so than the social conscious stuff. Like the record, the Stand record, I don't know what it was called, the Letter to Eminem, whatever that was called. And he is a superior topic writer, which is, like I said, it's harder to write on topic than it is for you to be fucking bar heavy. For you to tell a story, it is extremely difficult, because stories have to have a beginning, middle, and end. And most rappers do not do that. They just throw out bars and can barely formulate a hook. But when you get this level of talent to where you can formulate a story in the video, in a song, and then the video gives a perfect depiction of it. This is where you said that him and Nova are perfect. Nova knows the brand. Nova knows the emphasis. And he goes over the top, and sometimes I even think he's doing some clout chasing, but it is what it is. Like they do perfect depictions of audios that they have and gives you this immaculate visual representation. There are labels that are major labels that can't get this shit right. You know, they putting out half-ass videos that are done within high-dollar studios, and these videos $50,000-$200,000 a piece. And these guys, husband and wife or boyfriend and girlfriend, I don't know, but they're putting together projects that are on par with those. So you have to applaud their effort for sure. This subject matter, just like the last video that we just talked about, is very deep. The moment I saw him in the water, I was almost in tears because I knew this is something that they have personally had to have experienced, because they know what that represents. They know that being in water and drowning and having all of this pressure around you and potentially going under and not coming back, they know what that represented to people that have anxiety, PTSD, dealing with any type of substance abuse, alcoholism, or drugs. Like that depiction, when I saw that, and I'm trying to pull back tears now, when I saw that shit took me like over the top to where, okay, Tom, I see you, you're getting me. I don't need you to get me, because I don't want to be crying watching a rap video, but that shit made me cut the video off because I could not continue to watch the video. I still can't watch the whole video. What we got to deal with, and I'm talking about people that go through anxiety, depression, like any of those type of abuses, whether it's alcohol, whatever it is, like we can't, and I said it in the last video that we just talked about, we can't do this shit by ourselves. I don't know if you need to go get a sponsor, join some sort of group, whatever that is. I'm going to give you two numbers. And these are numbers that are out there that I've seen in other videos, because there's this type of rap has its own little subgenre within the culture. I think it's called a rap or addiction or something. Joe Nestor does it. Joe Nestor does it and he presents it coming from a religious standpoint because he wants you to find God. But there are those of you that, you know, God might be talking to you, but you can't hear it because of the noise. Tom MacDonald just gave you a representation of that could help you block out the noise. What I wanted from both of these videos, it was for them to give some sort of helpline at the end of it. Joe's done it. I think Knuckles done it in his video. Like we reviewed various people in this genre because I guess drug and alcohol abuse is very prominent over here in country rap. But I'm going to give you the hotlines now. One is 1-800-662-HELP. That is 1-800-662-HELP, H-E-L-P. The other one is a texting hotline, and this is probably more so for the children or the kids or the younger generation that is out there that don't really want to pick up the phone and call somebody. If you text HOME to 741-741, that is HOME 741-741. You text HOME to 741-741. This is a free 24/7 crisis hotline that you can get help at any moment. If you're feeling like if at that point you can't get anybody to talk to and you're feeling like you don't want to be here no more, grab the phone and text HOME to 741-741, and someone will hit you back within a couple seconds. I tried it, not because I needed it, but I tried it to make sure that it was working so I can put it in this video so whoever needs help can actually go and get the help. We cannot continue to try to do this by ourselves, y'all. There's people out there that this is their job, to help save people they feel like that they are at their lowest point, or they feel like there's no way out, or they feel like that no one is listening to them, and they don't want to be here anymore because no one is listening, or they feel like they're talking to God and God is not responding fast enough, so they might want to go and take some other people out. Whatever that scenario is, there is help out there. If you know somebody that needs this help, you need to either call that number or text that number that I gave you, because these people sometimes aren't strong enough to do that, to take that step, to even admit that I need the help. This is an outlet that you guys also need to be taking too. I'm saying all of this, and I'm as emotional as I can be without being belligerent. Do not let somebody that is in this headspace go another moment without you reaching out to them or you reaching out on their behalf, because their life depends on it. And then your life would depend on it potentially as well, because someone that you care about may potentially no longer be here. So we gotta do better. We have to make sure that we are our brother's keeper. So start looking out for our brothers and sisters that are out there and help them get help. Help us get help. I am them.
I totally agree with you. Tom MacDonald is at his best when he's on this subject matter. And he's definitely obviously had some life experiences that he has been able to pen song after song after song, dealing
right
this subject matter, whether weaving in or weaving out. But he's definitely found a lane. And I love when, I don't like the subject matter, but I love when he does his thing on this subject matter. Like, I like it.
He excels when he does this type of stuff.
Yeah, that's his lane. I think we're going to have to start adding Nova to the playlist, because Nova's a credited artist as well.
Okay.
And we'll have to start snatching some Nova stuff to show her love and respect, because she's definitely in the trenches with her man, and, you know, not to be overshadowed, she's definitely doing her thing.
For sure.
All right. Next up is the industry plant. Now I'm going to stop saying that. Next up, a guy who I once said will probably dominate the summertime, and I think he's on that mission, Mr. Kid G with Summer in a Small Town. All right, when I watch this video, again, excuse me, Kid G.
We're not going to edit that out, by the way.
They see I'm drinking. They see I'm drinking. I couldn't, that was, okay. Summer in a Small Town. Bro, I don't know how many more Kid G videos we're going to review. And this is what I'm saying. If we're gonna keep reviewing Kid G, we finna have to start talking Second Chance, Rashad, and Norman North. We're gonna have to start talking about.
I'm okay with that.
Okay, because I'm sorry, sir. This is new. I'm gonna give it a word. If you see the word pop up, know they seen on Country Rap Report. This is new age country, man. This ain't the dong, 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 dong. This is young people.
I agree.
Saying this is our country music, just like with country rap. This is young people saying this is what we like. This is our thing. You know what I'm saying? So
I have given him. Remember when I compared him to Taylor Swift? And you know how Taylor Swift came in the industry and she was like, it was her level of country, and her version of it. It was from a younger demographic. It was from that younger perspective. Like, he is copying. This is a carbon copy of what she went through when she first came into the industry. But now it's from a male perspective. Like, this is the Taylor Swift formula. True, he's not rapping as much as he probably should be. And the only reason I sent this video over, because somebody tricked me again. This was in a country rap country rap group on Facebook. So I copied and pasted and dropped it over in our little group. But hey, lo and behold, I was watching it. I was like, okay, here come the reprise. The reprise is coming. He's trying to rap. No rap. Okay, well, maybe he's going to rap on the way out. No, still no rap. So I don't know if he's completely abandoning rap. He probably should not. Because if you keep rapping, you're not still a dude, but you keep rap and you are a dude, then now you're multifaceted. Now you can sell in two pockets. I just don't know if people that embrace country rap, are they still going to embrace Kid G? That is the question. And I think you even threw that question out a couple of episodes ago and we put the question out there on Instagram. And the overall consensus was those people are still country rap in the vote. As I listen to this, that's debatable because this is all country.
Well, this is all country, but not to be remiss and not to not talk about the video. The video looks great. The video looks great.
Oh, video's awesome. Video's dope.
Every time I keep seeing these Kid G videos, it reiterates what we said, what we discovered, that he's with a major label. Because these videos are costing a lot of money. And Kid G's out here having a lot of fun. And, I mean, Kid G is the future. I would love to see him rap a little more. If he rapped a little more, I think he would even enhance his fan base. I think he would enhance his fan base if he rapped more. You know, the collab with Lil Uzi Vert made me think that maybe he was going to rap more, but it seems like that was just a teaser because now he's giving us 2 back-to-back songs where he's back to singing. I'm not opposed to it. It's just,
right.
I think he can take it to a whole other level outside of country music or country rap if he put a bar or two here. So, I don't know. I like the video. I like the song. I just want to hear more bars. And I know Kid G got them.
True. And I agree.
But, you know, the labels found a superstar. And they're doing the right thing by allowing him to proceed to dominate the summer. Because he's been hitting us at a Tom MacDonald rate, basically, when it comes to the video.
Right.
Because this is like our 3rd video review of him in 5 shows, maybe. So Kid G is definitely doing his thing. Salute to him. Bro, can we get some bars? Can we get some bars?
Yes.
Can we get some bars? Yes. That's all I want is some bars. Just a couple bars.
Please.
All right. Go ahead.
No, that was it. I said, please, can we please get some bars? Because I don't know if I can tolerate too much more country.
And he's definitely a student.
I watched it one time, waiting for the rap, and it didn't come in. Yes.
He's a student of country. Yeah. All right, last up for the day is a guy who I really, man, to me, the swagginest country person that I would put in the country rap genre, Mr. Cooli Booli, which I know doesn't consider himself country rap, but his music is real. It fits for me, and I feel like we talk about. All right, the name of this joint is Mascot, and it features Reup and Pacifik. And you're familiar with Reup, right?
Yeah, we've crossed paths a couple times. He's from this area.
Okay. Now, Reup has probably built his name mostly on shooting videos, but he's an artist as well. But this song is, like I said, Cooli Booli, Reup, and Pacifik, and the name of this joint is Mascot. All right, I did like the concept of the hook, repping like a mascot. Like I said, that was about the only thing I liked about this record. And I've heard other records by Cooli Booli that I really, really like because he has a very different, distinct sound. This one just kind of seemed like, I don't know, it didn't really do anything for me. And I thought Reup and Pacifik didn't really add a lot to me in this video. And I know Reup does great work on the videos, but I don't know, this record just kind of lost me. It didn't inspire me at all. It was almost boring.
Well, the hook didn't make it boring. But the hook, how can I say that? Reup didn't shoot this one, by the way. But I am going to talk about some of the technical stuff that I did see in the video. The first rapper, his first time rapping came 52 seconds into the video. And he didn't rap the entire bar. He was only doing ad words or ad libs. That kind of threw me off. Like you didn't see him rap until 3 bars into the song, and I didn't understand that. Now the video quality is still decent. I like the crispness of it. I like the drone footage. I like the shots of wherever they are in Wisconsin. I think they showed it somewhere on the screen, but I don't remember offhand. The brand cohesiveness was there because they all had the shirts on. Like I respect that part of it, but I was boring. Is that a good term that I could use for this? Yeah, I'm gonna borrow that one. It was boring, even though the song should not have been. The video didn't match the song. I mean, had they thrown some mascots in here, maybe I would have paid a little bit more attention. They probably could have made this video a little bit more humorous and fun. That would have been good. Like there was one major issue that I'm surprised you didn't throw out there, but there was a license plate in here. Wisconsin license plate SZ1928. Whoever shit that is, bruh, videographer. You need to be blurring out license plates, fam, because that is a liability on your behalf. Because if somebody finds out whoever's truck this is, does the proper research, and they go up and run up on these people at their house, this is all on you, fam. So videographer guy or girl, do your job and start blurring out license plates and unnecessary brands, because there was some stuff in there that was on walls while you were doing the shoot in the town that were brands and or posters of some stuff that may not need to be in the video. So blur as much as you can. That is what you get paid for in your editing, to make sure that stuff is in it and or not supposed to be in it when applicable. But other than that, like this is my first time hearing Cooli Booli and Pacifik. I've heard Reup before. I've heard Reup since the Dark House days. They are where they are. I'm a fan of Reup. The jury's still out on me being a fan on Cooli Booli or Pacifik, because I didn't hear enough in this record to say, hey, I'm going to buy into it. But I'd like to hear more.
Hey, man, I like Cooli Booli. He got some stuff coming up that we'll definitely be reviewing. And I just wasn't feeling this one. And again, for it to be his song, it took way too long for me to hear from him.
Well, he went through 3 hooks before he came out, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
And then his bar was only like 4 deep. So I didn't understand this. This could have been produced different. I didn't even put anything other than production wise. There was some compressions in there, but I wasn't mad at it. I knew why they did it. It's just weird. This is not a good representation for somebody to hear him for the first time, which would be me.
All right, man. That was a quick show. That's it. I just realized that we were done. 4 artists, 4 reviews, 4 videos. Recap. We had Sik World. They Don't Even Know. Tom MacDonald with Withdrawals. Kid G with Summer in a Small Town, and Cooli Booli with Mascot. Did you see how those are all different angles, other than the first 2 records?
Yeah, it's like 3, like the pocket. It's like we're getting pockets now. It's like the subgenres being divided into the subgenres, and stuff is being segregated over here and over here. It's weird. It's getting like rap, but it's a little too early for that because there's still no organization. So it's just going to look and feel like everything is discombobulated. And structure. There still needs to be structure for it to get to this point. And that concerns me, because when there's no structure, there's chaos. And when there's chaos, it's going to look like the ones that are winning are doing it right, and they're not.
Okay, so look, and I've been a little distracted. I apologize. So I've been wrestling with this in my head the past 2 minutes.
2 minutes, okay.
Maybe 5. Then during the entire time, we talked about Cooli Booli.
Okay.
Shouts out to every artist that we have ever reviewed in these 60 plus episodes. Okay? But listen, man.
Okay.
Listen. This is only our opinion. In 60 plus episodes, I haven't seen anyone that was just outright upset with us. So an artist just hit me while we were recording. They called me.
Oh my God! Don't read that. Don't read that. Don't read that. I saw the alert. Don't do it, fam. Please don't do it. Please don't. Please. They're kids. They're kids, bro. Just let the kids be the kids.
They called me 9 times in those 5 minutes.
They don't know we're recording. I
told them we were recording. They said, my bad. And after that, they called me 1, 2, 5 times. And I said, I'm recording. And then they said, oh, my bad. They said, you should do our newer song. Dope, for real. I said, we will. They said, today, it's really better. They said, today, ? It's really better. Your audience would like it.
And he's still sending stuff.
I said, next week, send me the link. He sent me the link and said, this is the new banger. Then he called me again and again. And I said again, I'm recording. He said, you need to do our shit. You did our ass stuff. I said, sir.
Don't call names.
I'm not. I said, sir.
Okay.
You put it online. So it's subject to review. I said I will review your new stuff. Then I said, don't put things you think are ass online. Am I out of pocket? That is a quote.
No, you are not.
Don't put things you think are ass online. Okay? Don't be mad. And now he just left me a voice message that I almost want to play live because I have no idea what I'm going to say.
No, because I heard the first voice message. So don't do that. Don't do that. We will deal with this when we get done recording because this is the shit that we're gonna have to deal with. Everybody's not gonna agree with us, but we didn't come at anybody in any sort of way to where you should not be able to take our constructive criticism that we gave and get better. Like, but what here's the issue? What their issue is?
Hold on.
What's that? Don't play that.
No. So I want to respectfully sign out because I got to call these guys.
Don't.
These guys just call me the N-word.
No, do we have to? No, that is a different thing because you need to listen to the message because they use the N-word daily with the people that they're around.
You're right. But I'm
like it is a part of their culture, so we can't respect their visions and how they use the word and not expect them to do the same for us because we use the word however we want.
They're kids.
Right. These are kids.
I'm gonna call them.
Yes.
And explain to them that they don't realize that this show, the review might not air for a month. Okay.
Right.
But ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, please visit www.countryrapreport.com.
They don't want to follow up to this shit because you don't put it out there now. So now it's like, okay, well, who are they talking about? Who was that?
I might call you. I don't know.
We're inboxing them right now. Why are we doing this?
We'll figure it out because you know me when I get upset, I'm antsy, and so I okay, yeah.
Right.
You can take us out.
Everybody that is out there, to our first time viewers and our last time viewers, we definitely want to say thank you for showing up and for what you have experienced a whole lot in dealing with us for those first 4 videos. And now you just saw a real live depiction of what happens when somebody comes at us and we try to walk it out amongst us first before we have to deal with it with somebody else. This is real.
Walk it down.
This is all real. This is all real. None of this is edited. We're giving you 1,000% real shit, and we give you that in our reviews. So if this is always us. This is not going to change whether we go on a bigger format or not. It will always be us and how we are. So if you can, I need you to just hit that subscribe button and hit the like or dislike if you want. Like it's totally up to you, but we need some sort of interaction because it does truly help the channel. And instead of us charging for content, we're asking that you just hit that subscribe button and or that like or dislike button. That is the cost of you watching us. So if you could just tap that little thing, tap your mouse over the like or dislike and hit subscribe. We greatly appreciate it. For those of you that want to just check out the website that is still under development, we got a splash page up, countryrapreport.com. At any moment, you can reach out to us and we'll hit you back. We're on most social media platforms as Country Rap Report. And if you want to get your music in rotation, especially you artists and or labels out there, it ain't that hard. All you got to do is email us. Email it at music@countryrapreport.com or countryrapreport@gmail.com, whichever you prefer. Your record will go into rotation. It doesn't matter if it's clean or unedited. And if you don't have your publishing and all your other shit set up, I'm not going to help you with it, but we'll definitely give you little tidbits in a future episode on how you can handle all of that stuff on the business side.
All right.
That enough? That's everything?
Well, I'm about to, first of all,
don't do it, because woosah, fam. Woosah. We done went through the whole emotional spectrum in this one video. We had Kid G being happy and joyous on the lake, and we had two videos talking about depression and anxiety and PTSD, and we had some random shit from Cooli and Pacifik and Reup just threw us all for a loop. Like, we went everywhere in this one episode. Like, we need to pull it back and center ourselves, and so we can get our shit together.
I just want to say one thing. I don't again. This guy just said, "What the fuck? You want some money or something?" Listen, sir. Listen, sir.
They might be, bro. They might be. They're probably used to that. They're probably used to people hitting them like, "Hey, if you want us to review your shit, you pay us." We don't do that. We're not like that. So you're dealing with folks outside of the country rap realm that's been dealing with shit from the rap realm, and we know what that shit look like. Like, it ain't no free nothing over here. It's always about some handout or how you can leverage one thing against another. So I'm not mad at them. One, they're children, and two, they're in the hip hop spectrum, and this is full of shit, like pure bullshit. So I respect them for at least trying to communicate, but they just don't know how to properly communicate on the business level. Right. Please don't take it out on the kids. Don't take it out on the kids.
I'm gonna talk to him. I'm finna a little boy. I'm gonna talk to him.
Okay. You're feeling a little boy. Look here, little boy. You don't know who the fuck you talking to, fam.
Matter of fact,
I know how that conversation's finna go.
you finna witness it. We're just not gonna do it on this show. How about that? All right.
All right,
man. On behalf of the Country Rap Report, man, your boy, it's the emotional one, Vic XL.
It's your calm and centered one, Spank, right here.
All right, man. Till the next show, man. Y'all stay up.
All right, Joe. Peace.